Way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away. Digging in now, Mike Yastrzemski. He's working on a 1 for 3. Three thus far.
Mike Yastrzemski.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Smith is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail big. It's 9-1.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
9-1 is the way this one ends. The St. Louis Cardinals posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Tanner Roark hangs win number 11 on his line as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Andrew Suarez was unable to work out of the second inning as he saddled with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 9 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors. They left 11 men on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, and Logan Webb is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Smith is there, 2 down. At the plate, Chester Smith. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory.
Let it rip one time.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cons has a play. 1 down.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him up, but he clearly had it under control.
Now at the plate, Chester Smith. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Chester Smith.
Yeah, good rip on, huh? Get your pitch and giant. Let's go, big dog. Your spot.
First delivery to him on the way. And it's fouled away. A pause, now the pitch.
It might be. It could be. It's gone. A home run.
Two-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 47 thus far. And the Cardinals lead it now 3-0.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
So a runner on first with one out now. And that brings up Buster Posey.
Buster Posey.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Smith is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Stepping in, Chester Smith. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Smith.
You do it. No one better. Let's do it.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit high and deep to left field.
Dickerson's going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Ready for another shot now. Chester Smith. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Tried the old ambush tactic, and it almost worked right there. Wasn't able to keep that first pitch fastball fair. The at-bat, he's got a lot left in this. If he's able to let that one go, I still think he can have a quality AB.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left.
Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run.
So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second home run of the game as they open it up to 6-2 now.
What a piece of clutch hitting. This team is holding on to a slim lead, and he blows this thing wide open with a 3-run blast. That could be the nail in the coffin.
Into the box, Brandon Crawford, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Brandon Crawford.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. And he'll make the catch here to end it. And the Cardinals have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The St. Louis Cardinals used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. David Hooper earns his 8th victory of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 7 runs on 10 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. for the Giants. 4 runs on 6.
A skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Number 62, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did in the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average. Without a doubt, the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Smith is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cubbies are in front 2-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chester Smith. He's a guy hoping to finish strong in the season's final month. Definitely in the discussion for Rookie of the Year honors.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hit high and deep to right center. Giving chase is Almora. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. The
Come
relay.
on, get out.
But he is in there with a triple. So he's in at third to kick off the inning. As you take a look at the league leaders in triples, and with the year winding down, you can see he currently leads the NL in that department. Settling in now, Tyler O'Neill. And he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks, as the numbers there tell you the whole story.
O'Neill.
Come on. Oh, baby, see it, drive it, let's go.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, not great. He's 1 for 8. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. The 0-2 home. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Batting 7th, the third baseman, Rendon.
And he pops it up. Baez onto the grass. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail things here 2-0. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a blooper to the right side. Here comes the right fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Now to the plate, Chester Smith.
The right fielder, number 15, Chester Smith.
Hey, need you right here, kid. Drive something.
Quintana gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it. 2 down. Striding into the box, Chester Smith. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Fouled off. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Schwarber is going to have room, however, as he makes the catch in. Here's Jason Hayward now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Jason Hayward.
The 0-2 delivery. Fly ball out to straightaway right.
Yeah, here we go. Relay.
Smith will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Chester Smith. Hard ground ball to third.
Go hard, go hard,
Throw
go
to
hard.
first is in time for the first out.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. Chicago jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jose Quintana earns win number 15 on the year. Number 62 was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Here it's the second of this 4-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Brad Peacock, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
You know, every pitcher comes out of spring training hoping they can make somewhere between 30 to 35 starts. This guy will be making start number 30 on the year. He's reliable, he's dependable, and he's been pretty good all season long. 30 starts, not an easy thing to do.
The left fielder.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. Oh, and he misses it.
No runner, cut it.
Hey, guys, he went for the punch out right there. Brought out Filthy McNasty down in the zone, and he's able to scramble that for a knock. Nice execution by the batter right there.
Stepping up now, Chester Smith. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Guy's having a monster year, leading in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Top 5 in RBIs. If he can improve on that, he has a legit shot to win the crown.
First delivery to him on the way. Fly ball to straightaway left. Schwarber is going to get there as he backs up to put it. Digging in to try it again. Chester Smith. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Hey, come on now.
Has a look, now the pitch.
Right here, kid.
Hit high and deep to right center. On the run is Almora. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Digging in once again. Chester Smith. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing hard liner to left center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Hey, let's go, kid. Here we go.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Double on the ledger so far.
Come on now, get your pitch up there.
0-2 now from Lester. Line to the right side. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. It looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Now at the plate, Tommy Edman. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Tommy.
3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Bryant's got it. There's 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. Around the horn they go. 5 to 4 to 3 to end the threat. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Chester Smith. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
From the back, kicks and deals. Line hard toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. 1 run scores. And the runner from second is in to score. Now a 5-0 lead.
And you know, this run might be the one that seals this thing for good. A 3-run deficit is tough enough to overcome, but a 5-run deficit feels like it might just be a little bit too much. They don't have many outs left to work with.
Digging in, Salvador Perez.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
Hard ground ball to third. Right to
Get dirty,
Bryant.
get dirty, get dirty. Dig, dig,
Throw on
dig,
to
dig.
first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. Another good inning for the Cardinals as the usual sea of red love what they're seeing. More in a moment on this Friday night. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Alex Reyes will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch.
Now pitching.
William Watkins will also come on now as he'll move into the pitching.
Yep, just another successful day at the office for these guys. But this one has a little bit of added significance, as that's win number 82 for them on the year, so they're assured of finishing the season with a winning record.
7-1, the final score in tonight's. The Cards jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Brad Peacock earns his 12th victory in the ball game as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. They left 15 men on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Tanner Roark gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Whiter.
Hit in the air out to right. Smith is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Chris Bryant.
Hey, 2 outs here, 2 outs.
The 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Smith is in his tracks now, and he will put it away to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. It's the Cubs nothing, Cards coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready now, Wilson Contreras. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases.
Relay.
The relay throw, and Hayward is in at third base. He's got himself a triple.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
At the plate, Chester Smith. He's a guy hoping to finish strong in the season's final month. Definitely in the discussion for Rookie of the Year honors.
Hot bat.
And now a pitch on the way. Hit high and deep to right center. Almora's got it, and there is one away. New inning set to get underway, and in to bat next is Albert Almora.
Albert Almora.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. So striding forward now,
The
Chester
right
Smith,
fielder, number 15.
as he'll look to bring home that tying
Chester
run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Boy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High and deep to center field. Looking up is Almora.
Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run.
Two-run shot to straightaway center. One shy of the magic number now. 49 home runs thus far. And the Cardinals take a 2-1 lead.
That's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. And guys, seventh inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Smith is right there. This is skied out toward right, and he's got it for out number one. Chester Smith will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here.
No one better. Let's go.
Now the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Hayward, but he won't get there. It falls in.
All right, get it back there. Good job.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Goldschmidt.
Now a throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And another throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Here now the 2-2. This is in the air to left field. Schwarber is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. So it's a runner at first with two men out, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. Now the 0-2 pitch, and he struck him out, his seventh of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cards leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Striding in once again, Chester Smith. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Smith.
Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Rizzo is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Well, that's win number 90 on the season for them so far, and they've been a force on the field all year long. And by the looks of it, they're not done yet.
4-2 the final score tonight. Chicago with their 90th win, best in the division. Matt Shoemaker earns win number 15 on the year. Brandon Morrow records the save, his 49th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For St. Louis, 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 56 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout, 45,529. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us. Please drive home safely.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. David Hooper will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
Yes, sir.
Digging in, Chester Smith. He's a guy hoping to finish strong in the season's final month. Definitely in the discussion for Rookie of the Year honors. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. Hernandez has finished off more than 2,900 innings during his time in the major leagues. And over those innings, he's stacked up over 2,700 strikeouts, which means he's closing in on the top 20 strikeout pitchers of all time. Hit in the air out to center field. Happ will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning set to go, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
No out.
Here's the 1-1. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Edman backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. So the base is empty here with one away, and the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next.
Castellanos.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back the right fielder, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll reach second now with one away. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the one-out double. And as we take a look there at the team leaderboard, you can see he ranks third best on this Chicago ball club. So stepping in, Chester
right
Smith. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Chester Smith.
Oh, baby, see you drive it.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Hey, get the pitch up there and do something with it. Let's go.
And he struck him out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire, but what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Now batting, center fielder, Tyler.
And Hernandez will go to first. And a dive, but he's back in. Lopez on second. Smith at first. 1 gone.
Hey, 1 pitch right here. Come on now.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field.
Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run.
So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 29 home runs for him on the year. And the Cardinals lead it now 3-0.
One swing at a bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed, he's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up.
Stepping in, Chester Smith. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Smith.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line toward the alley in left center.
Go hard. You're scoring. Go hard.
And this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. The last 2 batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Hit hard on the ground at first. Rizzo is there, and not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. 5 innings complete. Cards lead it 4-0. Nick Castellanos at the plate now, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Let's go.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Smith will reach out with 1 hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. They trail here 4-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Chester Smith.
Smith.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Happ is right there, 1 down. Ready for another chance. Anthony Rizzo, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Anthony Rizzo.
Out of it.
Now the 1-2 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone! And with 2 out in the 9th, they have taken the lead. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as they've taken a 2-run lead.
The crowd was hoping and praying he'd go down. Then he quiets them in a hurry with one swing of the bat. And more importantly than quieting the crowd, it gives his guys the lead. That's what we call time. Hey, it's a luxury to be in a situation that a team needs a closer as often as they do. And this guy comes through almost every single time. That's save number 50 on the year right there. He's been fantastic.
6-4 the outcome today. Chicago came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Adbert Alzolay earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Brandon Morrow earns the save out of the bullpen, his league best 50th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 16 men on base. For St. Louis, 4 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.